Right. So thank you, Vasu, and really appreciate you giving me this time. And welcome to the Success Story series. So before we get started, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, what did you, what do you do, and what has been your work experience so far?
First of all, thanks a lot for organizing this session because had I been on the other side, I would have really appreciated for such a session to get to know about the stories of people and get to know about all the preparation thing and stuff, like what it takes to get into IIM Ahmedabad. Secondly, on a work profile side, I have been into oil and gas industry. I worked in oil terminal in HPCL for more than 6 years now, and my job primarily includes handling operations. There are processes involved, and maybe optimizing the processes, monitoring the processes. Then simultaneously, I have to looked into large logistic fleets also and inventories also. So yeah, it has been primarily towards operation side only.
All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So, 6 years, working in such a, technical sector, right? Why did the thought of an MBA even come to your mind?
Uh, so yeah, there was this drive that I want to do something strategical. What I was doing in my career as of now, it was sort of an implementation role. That yes, some kind of procedure has to be completed, and yeah, there are certain challenges, there are certain pros and obviously about this job. But yeah, moving into strategical job roles was my major motivation, and for that I want to switch into this MBA thing because I knew that only MBA could provide me that kind of growth pattern or that kind of acceleration to strategic roles.
Right, right. So, one of the biggest challenge that everybody has is, studying for the GMAT along with work, right? How did
Yeah.
you manage that? And, how did you make sure it was effective for you?
So I would say that having a timetable is a very basic thing, and perhaps the most important thing that if you have a timetable, if you have decided to denote these few hours for study, no matter what, you have to denote it. And I would say that it will still take 4 months of time, as it took for me to study for the GMAT. And yeah, having a right timetable for you, having right time slots for you, uh, so it can work. Yeah, it is quite achievable for
So,
working professionals also.
so how much time did you spend for your GMAT trip in total?
I denoted like maybe 1.5 to 2 hours daily, and that continued for 4 weeks. And to tell you that I have a Saturday working also, so I was working for 6 days a week, and on Sundays only I could put some extra time. That is like 3 or 4 hours from the conventional, from the usual 1 or 2 hours on the
Right,
weekday basis.
right. So, what was your GMAT score, Vasu?
I scored 680.
680. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does it take, from your perspective, right? 6 years experience, very good career progression. What does it take to shake it all up to, take that 1 year off your life to do an MBA? And because your alternate option is to have a way, be in your comfort zone, right? So, what do you think it really takes you to do that?
Uh, Quite a tough question though, but yeah, I understand. So obviously, the transition is not very similar, very easy, because both the things are completely different and demands a different you altogether. I think that uh, coming to the transition, I would say that while you are into your job, you only your vision gets somewhat narrowed down to your job only. So when you are moving to MBA, I would say that it's better to have a broader industry perspective that would help you in understanding the further business roles ahead, and then mingling around with the cohort well. And yeah, that is my major focus area also, that to understand the industry as a whole and other businesses
Right,
also.
right. So, when it came to the application perspective, were you sure that you wanted to apply to only Indian schools, or what was on your mind in terms of where to apply?
So yes, I wanted to apply for Indian schools only, and uh, primarily because in long term I see myself as working in India only. So that was the major motivation, and obviously IMA being one of the premium brands in India, so that was definitely my priority.
Right, right. So, how did you research and how did you get to know about Crackverbal when it came to the MBA application part? How did you, you know,
Uh,
reach that
so
you needed help?
So it's I don't think that we have to take a big guess into knowing that who is the major leader while it comes to MBA consulting. And so when I was going through all the stuff over internet about research, so Crack Verbal was coming up again and again. It has a good presence and which showcases that ultimately the services are of better standard and on YouTube also I was quite convinced that when I saw these YouTube videos, I was quite convinced that yeah, Crack Verbal could be the best counseling services I could afford for, or I could go for.
Right. So, in terms of the role of a mentor, right? From the time you thought that okay, this is how applications are supposed to be written, to it actually came out, right? What was your journey around that, and what do you think is the importance of the role of a mentor in this whole process?
Yes. So I would say that mentor takes a better version of yourself, which even you are not aware of. That has been my biggest experience while preparing for essays and other things. Because if I was preparing for essays, okay, I have decided that I will write this and that is stuff, but he will see it from a, or he will make you see it from a different angle, and he will try to give a leadership angle to it. That okay, you have done it, and so yes, these are your major achievement and how well you are able to lead throughout the situation, and that helped me in shaping my essays a lot. So that I would say. And second thing is that he makes you understand that what could be the natural progression for yourself, which is definitely one of the most important factors while writing for MBA essays, that your future goals and your previous career path should be aligned. Then third thing, obviously refining the essays itself. So on all these three aspects, I think that my mentor helped me a lot.
Right. So, how much time did you actually spend on your applications in total?
Uh, leave less than a month, means 25 days. It took 25 days for me to write down these applications. And then since I was previously prepared, like I won't say that it was only about writing, but it was majorly about brainstorming. It was about structurizing, so that when I got this call, I got selected for I got shortlisted for essay, for submission of essays. For due to this thing only, I could able to complete it in within 3 days.
Right, right. How was the interview process?
So interview lasted for less than half an hour, and initially they provided this slip on which this extempore topic is written. Uh, so the in the first attempt I couldn't get through that what the topic is for. I am from operational background, and it was completely related to healthcare stuff. So uh, when I asked for a second slip, it was more related to me, or at least I had some idea of the second topic. So I went about speaking on that topic, and the discussion lasted for like 10 minutes or so. And then for other 10 minutes they asked me about my roles and responsibilities, and what challenges I have faced in my job. And then
Okay.
yeah, they finished with the interview.
Oh, okay. So, did you attend any other interviews apart from IIM Ahmedabad?
uh, I attended of ISB, but I couldn't prepare it well, and yeah, that was altogether a different thing.
All right, awesome. So, when you got the information on, okay, you've got an admit, what was that feeling that you had, and what did you do first?
I was searching to come out from the office. From my boss came in to let my parents know that yes, I've been through this. Ahmedabad application process and got an admit. But yeah, I was stuck in office. The situation was quite overwhelming for me. That I was preparing for it and quite serious. And then coming, it's like a dream come true, obviously. So it was quite exuberating and overwhelming for me. Yeah.
Right. So, if you have to look back and think through, okay, some areas which you feel that you would have done differently. Is there anything in in your whole journey which you feel you would have done differently in terms of your MBA journey?
Okay. So I would say that maybe if I could have given more focus on GMAT, but then again, it's a bit on a subjective side that everyone has a different kinds of commitment. So basis upon that, you have to adjust. Uh, yeah, that is one prime thing which I would consider. And secondly, maybe I could have refined my application more, but then again, yeah, it has to be more on a GMAT side, I would say.
All right. Any words of advice to aspirants, other than the GMAT aspect, something that you feel that it would have been great if you knew it before, but, like you learned it the hard way?
Yeah. So I would say that we do lot of stuff, lot of good strategic stuff, which we also aren't able to figure out. So that is one major thing before preparing for application, that you have to brainstorm a lot. So when I say that I was preparing for essays for like 25 or 30 days, out of them 22 days were of introspection and brainstorming only. And then you have to write a good strong language while preparing essays. So for example, you must have led something and then you are doing like implementing something, so your action words should be strong enough. And yeah, so the major part goes into introspection only, and to make your profile bit stronger
Right.
work wise.
Right. What part of research did you focus on during this process? Did you specifically focus on anything specific to research on the schools you wanted to apply to?
So for my case particularly, uh, it was not more into research, because I had my peers, I had my network who have already went to such colleges. From there, I've already developed a perception about the colleges. If I would say research, it was mostly about the courses, because I have to have a clear vision while selecting the colleges, that why I am going to select this colleges, this particular institute, what different it is offering to me. So yeah, in terms of courses and how well they are aligned with the current market trend. So that was my major concern, courses. And apart from that, what all the institute has to offer for a student. Maybe it can be experiential learning program, it can be international immersion program, and stuff like this.
Right, right. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Yasu. I think this was amazing talking to you.
Yeah, same here.
I know every weekend I've been speaking to, quite a other few people from Crack Bubble who have got through IIM Ahmedabad, and I'm sure they are part of your cohort, and everybody is busy every weekend because some or the other thing is going on. I think, even before the class starts, there's a lot of pre-work that you need to
Yeah,
focus
yeah,
on and you
yeah,
need to
yeah.
do, and you're kind of managing everything. So thank you so much for your time.